Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Legends of Another World, Curse of Saria. In the last episode we had a very long boss fight with Aisha. Namida told me afterwards that you can change your character's equipment during battle. So once I found out she was weak to dark, I could have changed Alicia's light touch to dark touch and made the battle somewhat easier for myself. Anyway, Aisha allowed us to become the new Guardians, except for Vince, who is the last survivor of the old ones. And our first task as Guardians is to chase down the cult to Taspia, so that's where we are now. I equipped Amanda with no encounters because the enemies on the way to Taspia are by now too weak to be worth bothering with. They do still give some experience and some money, but my threshold for when random encounters are still worth bothering with is when they give AP, and these ones no longer do. To anyone except Ivy, who's my lowest levelled party member, but Ivy has no need for AP. So a few things on the way. The mysterious cabin, there's still nothing new there. Nothing new in the graveyard where we fought Torafo, or the haunted mansion. And I did a little bit of shopping once I got here. No encounters came off. And Amanda now has the MP plus 25% that Harley doesn't need anymore because he has half MP cost. I took off all my plus 5% abilities, sold all of those, sold the enemy repel, which is no longer needed now I have no encounters, sold a few surplus things like what did I sell, in fact? You know, I can't remember. Anyway, I just had enough money to get everyone's plus 5% upgraded to plus 10s, and Ivy now has HP plus 25, so all 7 party members have that. I say 7, but Lena is temporarily with us, and I can't change her equipment. And that means Ivy has over 2000 HP again. Yay! So the only clue we have as to what to do here is that the port should now be open. Sorry, this ship's reserved for a friend of Cameron's. These guys are the friends the ship's for. Let them have it. Sure thing, Lena. So we're going to go on a boat. Well, all the best. See you around. Oh, she's off already. Tara? Yeah? I know it's a lot to ask right now, but... no, never mind. Alicia, what's up? Well, you know how I told you about my hometown, Sturgis? If it's not too much, can we go back there just quickly? I haven't been back since it was destroyed. I guess so. Thank you, it's on a small desert island just south of Uvia. The boat duplicates itself. And hey, world map! Well, that is a surprise. I really wasn't expecting this game ever to have one. So let's look around at all the places we can go to. So there's a walled city that might be Saria. Would that make sense? Because we've just came from Taspia, which is... Okay, Taspia is south of Saria, so this is Saria, and this must be Corgent. Oh hey, I came to that pier And I didn't think, oh, that means we're going to have boat travel later on. It seems so obvious now. Is this a new place? Yeah, I think this is an entirely new place. It's also very cold. Sanu began as a camp for people who wanted to explore these woods. Now it's practically a town of its own. We can't go there yet. You'll have to stay out of the woods for now. There's bad storms. Okay, we've probably come here later for plot reasons. Let's just have a peek in the stores. Hey, what are you after? Okay, so this is mostly touch abilities, counterattack. Oh, that reminds me that one thing I wanted to change around. I re-equipped Alicia with counterattack rather than omni-resist, but oh, that's what I sold. I sold my surplus omni-resists after deciding to keep only 3 of them equipped. Yeah, I'm going to try out magic counter rather than counterattack. It should be the same thing, but it counters when she's hit with magic, which might just be more useful. We'll see. Potion and items. So potion jugs are bought here, which is good. I don't have to go back to the Metaspi. Of course, I don't have the money for those right now. I have restocked on Phoenix Tears as well, by the way. Okay, let's just have a look in here, but I think we're done for now. The monsters around here are very fond of ice attacks. Most of them also have a weakness to fire. Well, I know where to get ice proofs should I need them. But I think we won't be coming back here until later. So on the world map you only have this slow movement speed, which is a bit annoying. I have mentioned this before, I love the ability to dash when I'm running around in the normal maps, and in fact I just have shift constantly held down. Ooh, the weather changes. So I'm not sure where we are now, but new music, so I guess this is another new... This town, I know it. I used to live here. There's a monster hunting club slightly northwest of the town. I used to be a member. I see. Why did you quit? I got bored. I see. Well, maybe we should join them. It'll at least give us some training. Well, we should really be looking for Coda and the rest of the cult. So I don't know whether that's a plot mandated we can't go there right now, or whether this is in fact a side quest we can take up. This island's probably the only place transients have never been seen. We're really lucky. Okay. The Aziburtin Plains are to the west of Toria. It's a popular place for blue mages to train. Even further is the Mai Ranges, but the monsters there are so strong. I once heard a legend of 2 ancient monsters which attack those who seek travel by sea or air. It's one of the reasons carts are so popular, I think. Okay, yet again, let's have a look in the shops. Nothing really interesting there. Of course I have no money at the moment, but I'm still seeing what's available. Liquors are no use anymore now that Vince has faith. I'll keep my 1 liquor plus just in case, but I should really sell. In fact, I'll do that now. I'll sell all my liquors. Oh, we can come here. Nice music. There's walls around the plains. A lot of people use them as a training ground, so it helps keep stronger monsters in certain parts. Occasionally you'll see them anywhere, though. Agility plus 25. Okay, who wants that the most? I think you do. And that's something else I can sell. Although actually, agility plus 10 is one of the things I only just bought. It's amazing how much blue magic you can learn around here. Really. If you want to make some money, go to the north. There's an agency that'll pay you to hunt powerful monsters. Right now I've just bought everything I currently want, but let's have a look. Wow, this is a huge and rather empty map. Okay, Aqua Blob, so it's not the same as the Ice Blob from earlier. Stinger and Creeper. Let's try stealing from the Aqua Blob. Water Touch. Okay, their physical attacks aren't very strong. Yeah, I'll put Vince in and excel the party so as to help get the steals. That was a water elemental thing, so Thunder should work on it. Oh, killed that one off too soon. Whoops, no. Switch Ivy in so she can have a turn. Switch Harley back to haste Alicia. Whoops. That. Ah, this must be the place that you meant. Welcome to the Hunter's Hut. No, those are rubbish. Ooh. Hey, youngling. Whoa, been a while, Ives. How have you been? All over. What's been happening here? Ah, you remember ages back when we were discussing the Mai relics? Yeah? We found them! Serious? So, what's the Mai jewel like? Ah, we can't get it. The Guardian monster is far too strong for even our best. This might be some good training after all. I'm sure you could beat an IV and your friends look pretty tough. And your friends look pretty tough too. If you want to join, ask at the desk. If I'm after a specific monster, I just fight it in the area it was last seen until it shows up. It's never failed me yet. I gotta get the monsters. I'm back. Found some prospects. Oh, I see. Well, Ivy, you know how it is, right? What does this mean? I'm in. The rest of you get in if you get 2 wanted monsters. Really, do we have time for this? Who knows what's in those relics? It may even be a formerly unknown part of the Metaspe. That's not our goal. Oh, you can't tell me you're not curious to learn more about it. I guess. Okay then, what are we after? Vampira and Reaper are the 2 hottest targets at the moment. Beat them and you're in. Vampira has been seen around the rock forms to the west. Reaper was last seen directly south of here. Whatever, let's get them. So, I guess those are 2 optional bosses we could take on for what seems to be a side quest that has... I don't know if this will be mandated later in the plot. Okay, I think I didn't get the Creeper's Steel, so let's try for it again. And since these are new enemies, I'll... But that's just debuffs, that's not really serious. so I'll definitely use my turn to scan. It's already fairly low on HP, but... oh, okay. Alicia's getting a lot of AP that she has no use for. Okay, Mystic Touch. That is something for Ivy, I'm pretty sure. One of the characters did mention that this is a good area for getting blue magic. So let's get Alicia out of the party and finish this one off. Ivy shouldn't be in either. Do I want Tara or Leanne at the moment? I'm not sure. They both will need AP for later. Oops, I meant to have Harley cure himself. Doesn't matter. I'll just physical attack. Haha! Vince gets a kill. Okay, not very much AP from these. In other parts of the plains, stronger monsters tend to appear in the grassier parts. But around here it doesn't seem to make any difference. So these maps are so large, I just want to wander around just to see if I can fully explore the area. There's a weird vampire monster near those rocks. Witch rocks, and that's probably blue aroma. What's that? Vampire monster might be the thing we were just warned about. What did blue aroma? Charges one ally's BP. Ivy is the only one who uses BP. There's only been one battle so far where I've really would have used something like that. Anyway, we have learned Crippling Strike, which is... okay. So I don't want to take on the optional bosses yet. These rock formations, perhaps that's what was meant. Ooh, Toxic Head. Right, these might be a bit tougher. And Breezy. Couldn't steal, but it does have something. Try a breaker attack. Well, it's vulnerable to that. 4,000 HP and it's still up. Okay. Harley can't cure himself, he's been zombied. So, haste on Alicia. Ghostly Hand. I think that's a blue magic thing that we already have. I'll check after the battle. Okay, time to switch the others in. Harley should scan. It's not very threatening. So I'm just going to attack on Leanna's turns, and if it dies, okay. I'll get other opportunities to get the steal. But I just don't want to be in the situation where it unexpectedly has a really nasty attack and I lose to it because of letting the battle go on too long. Oh, I did scan this one, so I do know its current HP at all times. 15. Okay, one more strike will kill it. And I'd rather not, so I'm going to switch in Tara and have her defend. Reaper's Tear, now that was new. Still, I'll wait for Alicia's turn to get her out of the party. Did we find out? Okay, it's normal to the 4 main elements. And we have a level 29. So I am going to gain a few levels just from random encounters in this area, but I think it's fine to be exploring here now. It's fun, and I'm getting some interesting things. So we got 2 Drain we already have. Death Claw is new, so let's just check what that does. Right, attack strongly and may cause death. So I think around those rocks is where we would find one of the 2 strong monsters that was mentioned if we wanted to go for it. But I want to at least get to a save point before even trying that out. It costs a lot to get stuff out here, but if you need something I can help. Well, we've got quite a bit of money now. Yes, these are all a bit more expensive than they would normally be. And I don't particularly need to restock on any of these. Oh, I don't even have a silencer. I don't mind. Okay, that's all. But wow, this is a huge and rather vacant area. Between all the monsters in these planes, you can see almost every known blue magic. One thing that Namida mentioned at one point is if I go to Learn, I can see the full list of blue magics that exist in the game. There are quite a few I don't have yet, but some of them might not be accessible in the part of the game that's complete. So Shockwave, Solidity, and Hellspawn I don't have yet. I think Hellspawn was used by one of the monsters in this area, so it's the Mai ranges are this way. Don't go there if you aren't prepared. So I think we've seen Hellspawn used on us, so that monster would probably have a steel that teaches that. Okay, there's a save point, so let's at least look. The Mai Rangers are very dangerous. We only allow those who have proven themselves to enter. Go to the monster's hunter's hut first and talk to them. So I think that means we have to get those to Shubby. Wow. That means we have to get those 2 optional bosses first. Nothing to steal. I'm tempted to just flee, but no, I want to do this encounter to get the scan. And to get the AP from it. Okay, they're quite strong. They are weak to ice. Well, I was going to say this isn't going too well, but I can hit all of them with ice simultaneously, so I think we're doing fine. Switch Tara or Liana back in. Maybe Liana because Tara's only got 1 Oh, they're both very low. Let's just hope that they won't attack Tara. Nicely timed. $3,000 experience and 18 AP. Wow. Not surprising that we get 3 level ups at once. Okay, so this is a good area to come at this point in the game if we wanted more levels. I don't think it's such a serious problem that I may end up over-leveled for the next boss, because if that happens at all, it won't be by much. We have done this encounter before, so I'll do it off camera. So, I've fought a few more battles. Nothing especially interesting has happened. More level ups, got a good amount more money, and the aqua blobs. Their steel is a water touch, and they can drop a waterproof. So I have quite a few extra abilities that I'll be able to sell now for even more money. Well, I don't really know what I would want to spend money on at this point, but there are a few, hyper potions for one thing, and there are a few abilities that cost a lot of money that I might be able to get 1 or 2 of just in case that's ever helpful. Anyway, I don't think we've met this character yet. I saw some weird zombie head thing floating around. Okay, so that's the other of the optional bosses we've been warned about. I fought here for ages and ran into the scariest creature. An elixir. Okay, we've seen these before, so I'll go off camera again. So the toxic heads we just fought are the enemy I remembered that can cast Hellspawn, and their steel is not the Hellspawn black magic, so that will be gained some other way. There's nothing else for us here, it seems, except another encounter, and this one's new. Petashell. Nothing to steal. Okay, it has a lot of HP. I wonder if split attack works. It does. Not only that, but split attack is clearly going to be a pretty useful thing for this fight. Ooh, got a critical. Who's not been in yet? Ivy. Another critical. Wait for Ivy's turn so I can take her out. And down it goes. For a single monster that wasn't that hard to defeat, that's a pretty nice amount of experience. And we have our first level 30 party member. I'm going to make sure that I leave soon and no one goes above level 30, because then it's a round number. I would feel if I did that, then I was over-leveling. Have we spoken to you? Yes. Okay. And we've seen this encounter before, so yet again, going off camera. Okay, that was relatively painless, and we're now back in civilization. So let's have a quick look at the shop. I don't want any of those, but I would love to sell some... well, let's sell this, and this, and... hello, that says prevents damage from fire attacks. There is no way I will ever need 7 of these. Oh, they don't actually sell for very much, so I won't bother right now, but the option is there in case I ever need that extra bit of money. But I can now stock up on hyper potions. And that was all my money in one go. What a shame. Okay, in that case, I will sell 3 water touches to get 1 more hyper potion, so I'm up to 10. And that was a lengthy detour, but I think it's time to get back on the boat. Judging from the map, this is Nyata. And therefore the place I was just looking at... Hang on, do we... Okay, this is the other side of the same island that we've looked there, so here's a place we've not been. And we can't get in? Sorry, no one enters or leaves Taiedwa at the moment. Strict instructions. So, possibly something later in the plot? Cold Roach. They don't do very much damage. But let's see whether there's any steals. So far roaches have not had steals, so I'll try the Darky first. Counter-attacking magic is useful in some circumstances, but I don't want it to kill him before I've had a chance to see what his steal is. Oh well. I'll have other chances. So let's switch you for Amanda. Get rid of one roach. Go Tara up. Ah, another liquor plus. And so one thing about roach-type enemies is that when you switch party members, they continue to attack the same position. And so now it's relatively easy to take advantage of that and put either Tara or Liana in that position. Anyway, we've now seen the whole world map, I think. Typically it wraps around in both directions. So as I was saying, up there is Nyata, which means this is Uvia, and we were directed to a desert town south of Uvia, which therefore is this. Ominous music. Wow. Apart from myself, no one survived. This was the old town hall, I remember it so well. I've just turned 9, as was usual for a trainee ninja of Sturges. I was sent out for a quest shortly after my birthday. One expected to be simple but require clever thought using only basic objects and skills rather than using the power of magic. My quest was one that had been saved for an exceptionally skilled trainee to go into the desert underground and find a valuable gem known as the Red Shard. This was it, my big chance to prove what I was capable of. I, King Murren of Sturges, am here to formally offer young Alicia Vasco her first quest as a ninja of Sturges. Alicia Vasco, should you accept your quest, it shall... Oh goodness, this is going to be hard. I accept it. Brilliant. Surely you wish to know what you must do before you commit to do it? No. Very well. We have saved this quest for an exceptional trainee like yourself. You are to go into the underground caves and retrieve the Red Shard. It is a highly valuable treasure. Sweet! See ya! Wow, she truly is keen. Alright, let's do this. Alicia, wait! Before you start, I must give you your own personal weapon and some items. Good luck, young Alicia. Whatever. I don't need luck. But it helps your chances of getting criticals. As so, my quest began. Okay, let's save, and that's where I'm going to leave it for this episode. I think next episode we're going to be taking a closer look into Alicia's past. See you then.